Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of my Projectionist vlog. My name is Eve. Thank you very much for tuning in. And today, I'm going to talk about a 10th anniversary release of a movie that I ran on film 10 years ago. So, as you can see, I have a lot of extra light. I normally make these videos during the night, but I'm doing it during the day because I forgot about today's anniversary. But today I'm going to talk about Tron Legacy, which came out 10 years ago today, December 17th, 2010. And yeah, it's the last movie that I ran on film. So, just real quick, I've seen this movie once. I didn't hate it. I thought it was okay. I thought it was a good film. I haven't really seen it in a while. I have the Disney Plus, so maybe I'll watch it later. But I feel like people just kind of forgot about it. And it wasn't horrible, but I just feel like it just went over everybody's heads over the years. So, and I've noticed nobody online today has been talking about its release, anniversary, so, but, yeah. So, I ran this on film. Now, when this came out, the industry was transitioning into digital. The whole, digital rollout happened over the summer of 2010. It was maybe 85% of the theaters, the big mainstream ones, like the big chains. But a lot of the Imaxes haven't converted to digital at that time, so they were still film. So my theater in New Rochelle, we were still a film IMAX, but everything else, all the other theaters, all the other projectors went digital. So I still ran this on film. And not only did I run it on film, but I ran it on IMAX 3D film. So this was the last 3D movie, physical 3D movie that I've ever ran. It was really cool. A lot of work. But the one thing about the physical film 3D was that it was just really awesome. It just really came out at you. You'd be upstairs in the projection booth, and you'd have the glasses on, and looking through that small porthole glass, you'll see everything just come out at you. It was incredible. Better than the digital 3D. Now this movie was shot, I think, with 2 aspect ratios, and I remember reading about it at the time. And I remember it was shot on scope, and then the director was like, for some of the big sequences in the Tron world, or the digital world, we're gonna shoot on flat, because flat will, in an IMAX screen, will register as almost IMAX, even though it's not IMAX, but the size will be there, but the detail and clarity, like an IMAX, won't be there. And they did that, and I noticed it in the theater, and I was like, okay, this was a pretty smart idea. But still, it wasn't shot with IMAX. You could just see ever since, this is 2 years after Dark Knight, you could see a lot of filmmakers are starting to utilize how they can get that IMAX image. They either shoot with IMAX, or they just shoot in a format that the size will match up to it, but just the detail and clarity won't be there. But the movie looked good, and I remember running this. This was my last 3D film. Came out December, right around Christmas time, and it was busy. A lot of people went to go see it. It was really something. It did pretty well for Christmas week into 2011. January. But yeah, then movie just kind of disappeared. But I miss running the 3D films. It was really a lot of work. It was a lot of work. And I'm trying to remember if I remember how to even thread it up, because it's been 2 years. It's mostly very easy. I'm sure there's one slight difference with the 3D when setting it up. I would love to have the opportunity to run a 3D movie again. But they were a lot of work. But I mean, IMAX 3D, that was the best 3D ever. And this was like the whole movie. The whole movie was like this from beginning to end. The whole movie was 3D. It wasn't like you had portions that were in 3D, which was annoying. Because if it was like, a couple of the Harry Potter movies, they would do like the first 9 minutes 3D or the last 15 minutes 3D, whatever the case was. That means you have one for one eye, one full print of the entire film, and for the other eye, you'll have one full print, mostly black film, and then they'll have the footage of what's going to be in 3D to match up with the other print, and you had to build all that. It was crazy. So, all right, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. Be sure to watch Tron Legacy. If you haven't seen it before, you can definitely rent it. Stream it. If you have Disney Plus, it's on there. So, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to see more videos just like this. And this is an 80s Die Hard production. Thank you very much. Bye.